Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
That's a sharp pass. Messi. And this is Van Basten. He's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Oh, such a clever touch. Gets into some space. Liverpool are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Can he finish? It's there! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Neymar.
Such good technique.
Very nicely done. That's a nicely weighted pass. Shoots! It's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
After 15 minutes...
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And it's Belletti. Davis does well to get it back. Xavi Alonso, midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Guardiola. Serginho strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. It's a really well-measured ball. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Beckham plays it short, tries to prop. Van Nistelrooy! No, not the best of headers. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Belletti. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. That's very neat. It's Van Basten! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's whipped. Oh, shot! Goal! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Van Nistelrooy. 15 minutes till half-time. McAllister. Now it's Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Neymar. Eze. Messi. Nice-looking ball. And this is Van Basten. Eze has found the net here, of course. And it's Messi. It's an early cross. Big header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Van Nistelrooy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
McAllister. Beckham. And it's Guardiola. Roberto Carlos. Serginho. Goes for a shot! And he's there to belt it away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Neymar picks it up out wide. Great defending, strong and determined. Serginho. Belletti. That's a good ball out wide.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Van Basten. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Eze. He's beaten the last man. Eze! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
CCTV is now in operation for your safety. Everyone, please welcome our players.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neymar. It's Xabi Alonso. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Beckham. Messi. It's a promising position, looking to go deep. And that should get the job done.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Belletti. Nicely aimed pass. Played out to the right. Neymar. McAllister. Now he's got space here. Oh, super find. Decent chance! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Wow, look who's involved. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target.
The
Pass has gone astray.
Was
Van Basten under
29,950.
intense pressure.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, what a climb!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Mbappe. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And that has been clubbed away. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Neymar. Thinks one through. And he's there to clear it. Messi. Showing great feet there. Koundé. And it's Van Basten. And this is Messi. Koundé simply refused to be outdone there. Now it's Mbappe. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Van Nistelrooy. Roberto Carlos. And it's Beckham. Van Nistelrooy. Roberto Carlos.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell
On
now.
the field, number 15, Serginho. Number 5, Pep Guardiola. Coming on the field, number 13, Kukçu. Number 14.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Kukçu. Oh, it's Van Basten! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
There will be 1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Roberto Carlos. Stood up well to him there. That's the end. Liverpool can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Your reflections then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Information on our shuttle bus service.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if he did just miss it, we are up and running already.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
That's going right the way across. He's not got that quite right. Great vision.
Now it's Van Basten. And it's Belletti.
That's a lovely pass. Oh, he's played it in low. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
That's a header! And he's done it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Marcó en el minuto 15 el dorsal 7.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rodri. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting match. He rises! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Mbappe, played out to the left flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Messi. He's got away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckham. Belletti. Searching pass he's played there. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared away. Messi going. Here's a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Beckham goes short. Messi. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Now, can they get him away? Looking for the run. Hazard gets into a good position. Good. Haaland! Oh, Keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Terrific header! Oh, it rattles the bar! And that's caused a worry or two.
Haaland could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Van Basten. Beckham. Knocks it out wide. Serginho finds himself offside. Van de Ven. That's Eze. Rodri. Out to the left it goes. Mbappe. Oh, some tackle that. Over to the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's Van Basten! Rodri. That's a lovely, delicate pass.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Brilliantly cut out.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He is just caressing the ball. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Out towards the flank. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cross into... It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Nice bit of trickery. Van de Ven. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Liverpool go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Here we go again then. Liverpool carrying a one-goal lead. Eze. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Haaland. It's a really well-measured ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Gets into some space. Delivered in. He's there to get rid.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's away. Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Beckham with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Referee's given a throw. Van Basten under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Belletti. Beckham. Van Nistelrooy is herring after that one. Ball's gone out of play. Rodri. And it's Rodri. Serginho. Here's Rodri. Hazard. Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Messi. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 15.
Keeper's dealt with that.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And they win it back again. Big header! He has done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's
Such
Messi.
good technique.
Throwing. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
El dorsal 11 será sustituido por el dorsal 6.
And he's managed to get free.
Neymar.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kukçu. And it's Van Basten. Van Nistelrooy. Haaland. Mbappe. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Van Nistelrooy. Beckham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Kukçu. Oh, no joy this time. Neymar. Liverpool can consider themselves just about safe now. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 16.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 5. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Belletti. McAllister. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that has found him in acres of space.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Neymar.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That has been slung wide. And that will be it. Liverpool can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the...
Oh, shooting chance! Smooth. Oh, he's been caught napping. Roberto Carlos. Crosses it in here. And now they can clear their lines. Van Nistelrooy. Kimmich. Now Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Adams. Alaba. Bastoni. It's Kimmich. And it's Alaba. Great vision. Oh, nice touch. Can he get on the end of this? Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. He rises! Oh, split-second reaction.
Kimmich really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Serginho. Van Nistelrooy. Roberto Carlos. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. So we're still where we started right now. Guti. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And it's Alaba. Messi was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Ambitious ball here. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. Brighton upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Probing pass. Pass somewhat off target. Baresi. Alaba. Very nicely done. And here's Mbappe. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Belletti. And it's Beckham. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. He has found a way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that has been clubbed away. That's gone for a throw-in. "15 minutes till half-time. Threads one in. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence... Van Nistelrooy! And he's done it! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
After 33 minutes is number 11, Ruud van Nistelrooy.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And here's Yamal. Gets a good foot in there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. There's no flag. Nice control. Lofted in. Big header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Guti. Liverpool are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. That's the throw. Pau Torres. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a shade optimistic. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Baresi makes the interception. Yamal.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Guardiola. To Beckham. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a promising position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that has been slung wide. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
We come to you now with a quick
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure. during the interval.
Liverpool have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
Here we go again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And he lines up a cross. In again.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Beckham. Tries a Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. Alaba, aim forwards. Alaba. Kimmich. That's Guti. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Guardiola. Adams. And it's Belletti. For Messi. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now he's got space here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Guardiola. Liverpool are still that goal to the good. Aimed beyond the defence. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
Played out wide. Aimed in towards the centre. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Liverpool have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Terrific header! Pinged towards the front line. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kimmich. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
That's a throw. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. He's looking wide. Alaba. Baresi. And it's Guti. Beckham. Played out to the right. Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Not the most convincing of passes. Can he get it through? Can he get onto this? Alaba gets across to intercept that. Mbappe. And it's Kimmich. Van Nistelrooy. Guardiola. Beckham, out to the right. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's had it nicked away. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. the great escape. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Up he goes! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Substitution on the field. Number 3.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 20, Guti. Coming on the field, number 27, Serginho. Number
Mbappe.
21, Wilshere. Substitution.
Oh, really good feet. Serginho. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
It's Kimmich. Wilshere. Yamal. Real chance! He scores! There seemed no way back, but they are level. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
That has found him in acres of space. Serginho. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's been taken short. That is lovely.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Messi. Yamal. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, can they get him away? Chance to deliver. And he's following up! They've done it! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. So here comes a substitution. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Out towards the flank. And it's Marquinhos.
That was lovely, that.
Shot could be on. There's the header! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Liverpool, and that's it. Liverpool pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
This is a quick reminder to let you know
So
that
many
you'll be
thanks
able
to Jim
catch
Beglin. That's
today's
all we have
match
time for.
broadcast live
Good evening
on
to
our
you.
club's FM station.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
We have already started here. Out to the right.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a good ball out wide.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Messi.
Lovely feet.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Belletti. Played into space. Again the flag's up. And it's Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Carvajal, tidy with his distribution. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Searching pass he's played there. He has a look out. And that's played in low. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, good spread. First quarter of an hour gone. Van Dijk.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Tries to pass it through. And he's straight offside. Guardiola. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi. And it's Beckham. Nicely spread.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Beckham goes short. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Messi clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Guardiola.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it's it.
He's got it all. Crossbar comes to the rescue. And he's following up. Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Vinicius Junior in with the challenge.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pogba. Spread out to the left. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Bale. Played out to the right. And he's managed to get free. This might takes a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Distributed tidily. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now here's the delivery. Beckham. Liverpool can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Spread it left. Vinicius Junior. Roberto Carlos. And it's Serginho. Out to the left it goes. That's good play. Ball swung in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Guardiola.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And Neymar. Bastoni. And it's Guardiola. Played out towards the right wing. Nicely weighted ball. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Played in by Danny Carvajal. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Tries to play it through. Neymar. Incoming delivery. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Barcelona clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Over to the left. Raul has it out wide and in space. Neymar. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's very neat. Vinicius Junior! Superb from Vinicius Junior! A finish right from the top draw. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Marcó en el minuto 53.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Vinicius Junior to Guardiola. Pogba.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Serginho.
Now he's got space here. Van Basten looking to run onto it. Carvajal. And it's Neymar.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. A probing pass. It's a promising position. It's a goal kick. Carvajal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Liverpool do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Raul. Roberto Carlos. And that's going right the way across. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's had a shot! He's scored! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
En el minuto 67, el dorsal 7.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Van Dijk. Carvajal. Liverpool will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Van Basten. Raul. Ambitious ball here. Bastoni getting this one clear. A header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Pogba. Now it's Bale. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Messi, looking for the run. Beckham has it in a wide position.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Carvajal. And it's Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good-looking ball. There they go, hunting in tacks.
And it's Guardiola.
Oh, sweet feet. Can he get it through? He's got a chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 21. El dorsal 20. El dorsal 8.
Delivers the ball.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19. El dorsal 18. Messi.
Oh, he's
El
getting
dorsal
hounded,
32.
really hounded.
Cambio de jugadores.
Stood up well to him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that. Mbappe picks it up out wide.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now, can they get him away?
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Oh, that's neat. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Lovely bit of skill. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Mbappe. So that's it. It is all over. Liverpool perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, they were posed with problems in wide areas and they couldn't find a solution to those wide defensive positions. A very poor show.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Espectadores que pueden disfrutar de la transmisión en directo de este partido en la
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. And we're about Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Watching, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Van Nistelrooy with the cross. Scholes. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Gonzalo Ramos. Chance! They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Short changes him with that pass. Pirlo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is big header! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Le numéro 22.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's a good ball out wide. And this is Messi. Oh, look at the space. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And another try! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham with the short one. Belletti, and this is Messi, and it's played in here. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Shifting it to the flank. He has found the way through. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Scholes. Paris Saint-Germain are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. Oh, that's neat. And that's aimed into the middle. And the keeper beats it away. It's anyone. And one more try! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Piqué. Almost half an hour in now. Knocks it into space. Gets into some space. Serginho. Guardiola. Serginho. Van Basten, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Takes on his marker. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ball swung in, climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Pirlo hurtling down that right flank. Pirlo. And it's Kukçu. And here's Pirlo. Kukçu's cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Serginho. Beckham. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Vinicius Junior could try cutting in. Can he finish? Beckham. And it's Belletti. Ball's played through. Messi picks it up out wide.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Scholes. Kukçu. Oh, it's Van Basten. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Liverpool come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Oh, such a clever touch.
He's in space and looking for options.
Belletti. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Villa. This looks promising. Shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Pinches it off him. Kukcu is always looking to break lines. Now it's Pirlo. Liverpool perhaps contemplating their next change here. Spread out to the left. Serginho's cross. Throw-in. That's very neat. Cross to the back post. Punched away. Beckham. Belletti. It's Roberto Carlos. Serginho. David Villa. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that's nice. Chance to deliver. And they've been given a corner. Pirlo goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Belletti. And it's Beckham. And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckham with the cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Vinicius Junior. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Adams. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
David Villa receives it in a wide position. Serginho is onto this. He rises! There's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 41.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 21.
Liverpool grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Messi.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Le numéro 17. Neymar.
Nice control.
Changement.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. The final 5 minutes. Belletti. David Villa receives it in a good position here. It's Van Basten! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Liverpool complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And it's Pirlo. Kukçu. Looking for a runner. Pirlo in acres of space out wide. Messi. Kukçu. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I think we'll see a lot of this guy, Eze. If he plays on the left, he loves to cut in on his stronger foot. But unlike a lot of wingers, he's happy to drop that bit deeper and dictate the play from central midfield too. I think it makes him a much better all-round player.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Now it's Villa. Serginho chips it through. Bullish header! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Now it's Bebeto. And this is Stoichkov. He's in plenty of space here. Tries to get it clear. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Villa. And it's Serginho. Now it's Villa. No foul, says the referee. Right card. So we're still where we started right now. Dunk is the team's great visionary. Brazil look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Looking for the run. And a chance! Dispatched clinically. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that due to the ease which they were able to cut through them from there. That definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
Right card. Oh, this looks sharp. Looking to play him in. Shot at goal! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Brazil, after 23 minutes, is
one sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Brazil grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, it's Bebeto. Out to the right. Oh, that's fabulous. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bebeto. Now it's Stoichkov. Beckham. And Serginho. That has been slung wide. Marquinhos. 30 minutes gone. Conte. Now it's Stoichkov. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Maradona. A probing pass. And this is Stoichkov. Roberto Carlos. David Villa. Rijkaard. It's a good ball out wide. Maradona in acres of space out wide. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. He's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Maradona. He's had it taken off him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. David Villa. Serginho. Oh, good spread. Messi gets into some space. In towards the backstep. Van Basten! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Has been indicated.
Roberto Carlos. David Villa, who's set up one goal so far. Looking for options, for movement. Chance for a shot! Here's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And there they are. Please welcome
It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So once again, we're underway. And it's Maradona. And he's had it nicked away. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Bebeto. Maradona. Just eases him off the ball. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Eze. And it's Eze. David Villa. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Eze looks to get on the end of this. Eze. And he's picked it up out wide. And here's Eze.
Eze really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Guardiola. Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pass is just off target. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's chosen to go back. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's on it. Can he get away? Well read. And the danger is averted. Dunk. Eze.
This is the time you need that pace.
For Conte.
And here's Eze. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckham. Guardiola. David Villa. Aims beyond the defence. And it's Serginho. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham. Nicely spread. Messi picks it up out wide. And Messi! Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Roberto Carlos. Guardiola. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Serginho. It's been shipped out wide. It's a promising position. Nice control. Can he latch on to this? And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Pep Guardiola. Number 15, Serginho. Coming on the field, number 14, Marquinhos. Number 13.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Belletti. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Kukçu. Spread it left. Now it's Villa. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shapes to shoot!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he? I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Villa. Now it's Maradona. And time is up. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. it.